Hello, I'm JM. Today, I will help you how to procure a clearance or permit to sell used or second-hand items. But before we proceed to steps, let us first define what a second-hand item. Second-hand item is a piece of personal property that is being purchased by or otherwise transferred to a second or later end user. Now that you know the definition of second-hand item, you probably know the fact that selling a product does have documents or permits to accomplish, most especially if it is second-hand items. And as a buyer, it's undeniable that buying second-hand are more affordable than buying new. That is why many of us shop second-hand. Now, let's go back to the topic. How can we procure a clearance or permit to sell used and second-hand items like cars in the Philippines? According to survey, among the second-hand items offered in every shops, cars are the most popular second-hand item that are being sold for profit, being at the top of the list. With that, selling a used car involves a lot of steps, from preparing the car, to completing all the paperwork. In the Philippines, it's important to ensure that all the documents of your car for sale are complete and valid. This way, buyers won't hesitate to purchase your car. Alright. First step is to prepare the necessary documents. Each document is vital, so no matter how good your car's condition is, if there's a problem with any of the documents, you may have a hard time finding a potential buyer. So, what are the documents you need to prepare? Second step, make a document checklist. You as a seller must create a helpful checklist that you can use to ensure that everything is in order. Third step is the preparation of original certificate of registration. A used car buyer will surely ask you to show the car's original certificate of registration, CR, from the Land Transportation Office, LTO. Get the LTO registration sorted out and up to date. Check the registration and confirm that the vehicle is currently registered with the LTO. Be cautious when you see the term encumbered on the document, since it means you are not yet cleared with the financing company that paid for the car. The next step is the pre-operation and ensuring the original receipt of registration. The original receipt of registration, or, verifies the CR. Without this, the registration would become questionable. This is because the LTO will be given after you enlist the car in the LTO. Make sure your OR is updated to assure the buyer that your car has no issues. Fifth step is preparing the absolute deed of sale. When you are selling, one of the most important documents to prepare is an absolute deed of sale. It acts as a receipt of the sale of a second-hand vehicle. The piece of paper could spell the difference between a good transaction and tons of lawsuits filed against you. It's because a deed of sale is a legal and binding document proving that the buyer and seller have reached an agreement of sale or purchase. After preparing the deed of sale, you must get a clearance from the PNP-HPG. A motor vehicle clearance certificate is an official document certifying that the vehicle is not in the list of wanted or stolen vehicles as of the issue date. The Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group, PNP-HPG, issues this certification. And lastly, finalize your transfer of title. This is not a very important document, but it can be helpful. This will become handy in case of legal complications. For example, if you find out that the vehicle has been involved in a car accident and it's currently in your name as the registered owner, you can be held liable. A transfer of title can help protect yourself because it's a legal document saying that the ownership of the car has already been transferred. Now that you already know the steps on how to procure a clearance or permit to sell used and second-hand items, here's the thing you need to remember. If you are selling or buying second-hand items, you must take it legal. Remember that if all the process undergone on a legal process, you will eradicate fraud and you will have an amazing transaction. Thank you everyone. See you again on another tutorial. This has been your Kuya JM. Happy to answer any questions you might have. Bye bye.